The Halls Archives by Geraldine Helen Hall-Bagley.
Yay!
Know y'all make some noise, you know?
Introduction. This is an attempt to provide a family history for all current and what?
Projection.
This is an attempt to provide a family history for all current and future generations of the Hall family. Since formal records keeping of family historical information has rarely been accomplished by African Americans throughout the history, for reasons we are all painfully aware of, there are many incomplete branches in our family tree. The following is a good faith effort to chronicle what we know as follows. The Halls, my grandparents, Sam Hall Senior, half Negro and half Caucasian, but look totally Caucasian, and Elizabeth Izzy Gaskin Hall, a very dark Negro woman, were from the Woolly Coochie Douglas Achille area area of South Georgia. Sam and Izzy had 12 children: Rosa, John F., Walter, Sam Jr., affectionately called Uncle Sean, Carrie, Viola. These were the only 6 I knew. But really, but remember, I am the baby, and my parents were older when I was born. Sam Hall Sr. died when my father, John F. Hall, was 12 years old. Being the oldest son, John F., a very scholarly, young, although hating the ideal, quit school and went to work to help support his mother and siblings. To help the family survive, worked at various types of jobs all over the South. Eventually, the siblings all grew up, and Grandma Izzy passed away. Okay. My father, John Hall, married Miss Ozella Rosie Lawrence in 1903, who was the middle child of Hattie Slag, who looked part Indian. Ozella siblings were an older sister, Rosa, and a baby brother, Jerome. Later in life, my mom, Ozella, was called Rosie in honor of her older dead sister. Their first child, Johnny Lee Hall, was born on April 16, 1922 in Woolly Coochie, Georgia. A short time later, they moved a short distance away to Jacksonville, Florida, where there were plans to build a highway US 1 from Jacksonville to Miami. Henry Ford built a plant there to make the Model A and the Model T Ford cars. Dad worked at the Ford plant in Jacksonville and began attending night school. The highway got as far as St. Augusta. Just 30 miles. Thank you. St. Augustine. Just 30 miles from Jacksonville when another plant was built, while other Halls moved to South Florida. John and Rosie remained and settled in St. Augustine. Augustine. During this period, John and Rosie suffered several miscarriages. In 1928, South Florida suffered a horrible hurricane. Never having been to South Florida and not knowing if any Halls had survived this monstrous storm, my dad, John F. Hall, left his wife and child in St.
Augustine.
and walked 275 miles, snake-infested swamps, woods, and weeds, all while fighting the intense heat, rain, mosquitoes, and sand nets to South Florida. Although he overshot the mark, he did eventually find the hurricane area. I remember him talking about seeing bodies floating in canals that sound like Bangladesh during the flood. Dad was able to locate his 2 sisters, Carrie and Viola Otis, in South Lucie County, or St. Lucie. My bad.
All right.
Okay, I'm all right. Not only were the sisters alive and well, but Carrie's daughter, Ella, had delivered a baby girl during the hurricane. Of course, the baby was delivered by Carrie and Aunt Viola. Ella named the baby Carrie after mother and
You going down.
Lay down. And she, I'm not kind of glad I get the mistakes that make it funny. Okay. And her mother, and she was forever called Lydia. As soon as possible, John went back to his family and they eventually moved to Fort Pierce. I was just so much warm. It was just so much warmer in South Florida than in North Florida. He worked in a sawmill for many years. Unfortunately, the Halls continued to suffer miscarriages. They had 2 stillborn children, one of whom was named James. So for many years, Johnny Lee was an only child. Johnny Lee was very mechanically inclined. He drove a school bus, picking up whites and black students and brought them to town for school. Then, like thousands of other boys, Johnny Lee went to the CC camp. It was around this time that Charles Henry Hall was born and lived.
All right, Uncle Charles.
All
All right.
There we go. Here we go.
World War II started and Johnny Lee joined the U.S. Army. However, he got stationed in the naval capital of the world, Norfolk, Virginia.
That's how y'all got here. Hey.
Coming out with the water.
John F. moved to Norfolk to be a longshoreman and joined the International Longshoremen's Association when their new baby girl, Jodine Helen, became a toddler. Rosie, Charles, and Jody joined John and Norfolk, but Charles and Jody grew up and went to school. Carrie, Viola, Otis, Sam, Shine, and little Carrie remained in Florida. Ella passed away. Little Carrie eventually moved to Orlando. We lost our grandmother, Hattie Slack, to cancer in June 1950. Our uncle Jerome, Rosie's brother moved to Virginia with Rosie after his mother died, where he died of heart disease in 1952. Johnny Lee married Edith Patterson. Havana, Florida, and they had a child named Rosalie. On D-Day, June 6th.
Very important day.
Yes.
Yeah, the day they bombed Pearl Harbor. And the day Renee Bagley was born.
June
That's the
June 6th was the day we invaded Europe.
Yeah.
We're not here for that kind of history.
Okay.
All right.
Quiet.
The
Okay.
next grandchildren will come in 1956 and 1957. Take it over, folks.
All right, and that would have been Michael.
All right.
Okay, go ahead on.
We know you are. Okay,
Read the paper.
we lost Rose in 1962 to an accidental poisoning. Luckily, we didn't lose the entire family. Heart disease took Johnny Lee in 1970 and then John F. in 1972. Charles Halls and his wife, Aunt Gladys, had 4 children and 3 grandchildren. Okay? All right.
All right, where you at? 1, 2, what's the third one? At work.
We just read the paper.
All right, keep